Hello Clash fans, Trample Damage coming at you today from the comfort of my car, where we just finished Clan War League, and we finished first. Yay! Good job, Trample Damage and the good guys. Not just Trample Damage, because Trample Damage is not one of the characters who finished with a perfect week. We had 5 people finish with a perfect week. Pretty staggering. I was 6 triples out of 7 on all 3 of my accounts. One was a 1-star. That was a learning experience. We'll talk about that some other time. But today, I want to tell you about this amazing attack from my homie Seaman, who is awesome. And I'm just going to kind of pick some wars at random here and not even, here we go, war info, enemy team, my team. We're just going to jump right in here and start talking about this army. It's a Super Hog Rider army that is starting with the Royal Champion. We'll pause this for a moment. You'll see he has Super Hogs, some regular Hogs, Valkyrie mix there, a couple of the Apprentice Wardens, a Log Launcher, hero equipment. We got Boots and Earth and Spiky Ball. We have the Mirror and the Healer Puppet. We have Dual Tomes, and we have the Electro Boots. Not yet to level 27, but Seaman crushed it in Clan War League. Like always, dude's a legend. So we're starting with the Royal Champion, and he's putting an Earthquake spell just to limit the number of rocket spears she has to toss. She is paired with Spirit Fox, so we're dumping an Earthquake spell, and then we are immediately triggering her ability and letting her go to town, taking out some of these defenses before we scoop her up, and we are going to recall her. But what you see here is what I love to do with a lot of my attacks. I put an Overgrowth spell to help with the funneling. Seaman is using the Royal Champion, but then recalling her. Then you'll notice all these attacks are going to do basically this kind of like clockwise moving around the base, where the Royal Champion comes in one spot, and then we move into the hero charge. So we have King, we have Queen, we have the Log Launcher coming in. The Queen is rocking Frosty. The King has the Phoenix, and we have some Yetis inside of the Log Launcher, and all we're trying to do is create some nice pathing for when our Super Hog Riders and Hogs eventually come in. And you can see here, we go a whole team of Super Hogs right at the Monolith, along with the Royal Champion and the Grand Warden. We do have the Grand Warden rocking the Lizard, the Poison Lizard. I want to cut up here for a moment. You see the King use his ability. He fails to get the Town Hall down, and that's one of the important things. I don't want you to think this is only working because we are taking the Town Hall with the King. I forgot to mention early on, no heal spells. This is a Hog Rider attack with no heal spells. We are using skeletons, and you can see them in here. Skeletons in there to distract some of these defenses and some freeze spells to help finish things out. We have Barbarian King he's toast over here. The Phoenix has folded up shop, but we do have the Grand Warden. He's got dual tome. Here we trigger the Eternal Tome. The Hogs are all invincible. They're getting recharged, and the Archer Queen is over there fighting the Town Hall. She's trying to get to it, and she gets in there, and she manages to take down the Town Hall. The Super Hogs and the Hog Riders, along with the Royal Champion and the Spirit Fox and company, they finish this thing off in absolute, really appropriate style. There are 3 skeleton spells that he is using to help distract the defenses as they're moving through, but all of these wind up working the same way. I am going to share 3 of these with you, so let's go to War 5. War 5, the clan who accused us of cheating. That was funny. They, some of their clan leader messaged me on Discord. It's like, we think you guys are cheating. I was like, okay, well, I'm not interested in having this conversation because, we're a fair play clan. But here's one of their bases getting stomped. We smacked them for 44, and then, they had to be like, we think you're paying people to wind up, letting you guys win. I'm like, we didn't need to. In the clan that they were accusing us at, we scored 44 against them. Totally legit. Anyway, so here we go. We're going to come in against the ZF Valkyries, and this is Seaman's attack. We see, again, spells. Look at the spells. No heal spells. It's Hog Riders with no heal spells. When he first told me that he was doing this and he showed me the army composition, I was like, how are you doing Hogs with no heal spells? This is how you're doing it. Oh, and use code Trample and check out my TikTok and, subscribe to me here on YouTube and all that fun stuff. Support me. Oh, my podcast. Listen to Inside Clash with Trample Damage. It's an excellent podcast, if I do say so myself, and it's just me. So that's all you're going to hear is me saying a lot of stuff myself. Royal Champion in here, firing away with a rocket spear, getting some defenses, carving some stuff out. Recall, she's gone. Spirit Fox got torched, but that's okay. Here comes the Barbarian King. And it's the same kind of thing as the other attack, just a slightly different angle. We'll put this in 2 times speed. We have an Ice Golem leading the charge for the Archer Queen. We have an Electro Titan in there with her. We also have one of the Apprentice Wardens moving along with the Barbarian King. Queen gets in toward the core. We got the Log Launcher. It's making some room for her. And here come our friends, the Super Hogs and the regular Hog Riders that wind up coming in just a little bit later. But early Eternal Tome here for the Grand Warden to help power these Hog Riders through here. We have the Queen taking on the Super Dragon, which is really cool. And we got some Super Hogs working their way into the core. The Electro Boots, of course, with the Royal Champion, helping her get back up to full health. And we now have our 7 Hog Riders, coming down here on the side to help destroy some of these defenses and keep those Super Hogs funneled and moving toward the core. We have the Town Hall still up, still dealing some damage. We got Super Hogs torching that thing, and because there's no poison from the Town Hall, yay! We are able to continue pushing through here. However, when you run into a field of 4 giant bombs, you do run into some trouble with your Hog Riders, and that is where some heal spells would have come in handy. But because we did such a great job of funneling, because we have such powerful heroes, because they have such powerful abilities, we don't even need to use the King's ability in here. And the Archer Queen is still alive and rocking, and the Royal Champion was in there for a long period of time before she went down. And then, ooh, you can zoom in on that? That's interesting. Ooh. That's cool. I just learned something new. I didn't know you could do that. That's pretty cool. Trample damage up in here, learning something new. Oh no, my Wi-Fi. Oh, Wi-Fi's working fine. All right, let's go check this out. Let's go here. We'll take War 3. We'll take Wars 3, 5, and 7. War info. My team. Seaman. Oh, he hit base 13. Let's see. Replay. As long as it's not a terrible base. I mean, it's in Champ 1, so most of the bases are... the walls are kind of trashy, but... I mean, they're not max defenses. Let me check one of the other wars. Let's check War 4. War number 4. We'll see if we got some better defenses. Or we'll take War number 1. Let's go. My team. Seaman. Hitting base 6. That one's probably pretty solid. Let's see. Oh, there we go. We got some level 3 ricochet. Multi-archer towers. Some level 3 ricochet cannons. Where's the Royal Champion? Here she is down here. Earthquake spell. There it goes. Softening up, taking 29% of the hit points off of a couple of decent defenses. And then here come the Royal Champion's rocket spears. And she's got her electro boots nuking the gold storage. Those rocket boots are just so powerful. Creating some additional funneling for the Barbarian King. Snatched her up. There is a clear cut. And here comes the King, an Ice Golem for the Queen. And we can just speed through this. And you see the same thing. We're just going to carve out part of this base and then eventually wind up bringing the Hog Riders in. I'm assuming we're going to bring the Hogs. Oh, depends on how quickly the Queen gets in. Is he going to... Oh, he's just coming at it. Hog Rider's going to carve through these defenses. Got a couple of troops there for cleanup with some wizards and whatnot. Here go the Super Hogs. Early Eternal Tome. Powering through. No heal spells. It boggles my mind that there are no heal spells here. Town Hall's focus on some Yetis. Focus on the Archer Queen. It eventually winds up going down. She just now pops her ability with the Magic Mirror. Royal Champion in there. Still putting in a decent amount of work. Free spell for the Ricochet Cannon. And this base is cooked. All our Super Hogs are gone. We're just dealing with heroes at this point, but when one of them is a glowing field of electricity, you can afford to do that. Thank you, Seaman, for telling us that Super Hogs are still a very viable attack strategy for taking out this base and destroying stuff. I'm impressed. It's a cool attack. You see we got a couple of Yetis and an Ice Golem inside the clan castle, along with a couple more free spells. We're rocking 3 free spells, plus the 3 skeleton spells to help distract the defenses, as opposed to trying to heal through them. But we do, of course, have the Grand Warden's Healing Tome. We did mention this before. Use code Trample. Make sure that you're following me on my social media. It's a first video that I posted for a while, so please share. If you're still listening to this, you're probably a fan already. Share this with one of your clanmates. I'm going to try and get some more trash and go with the videos that I'll be posting here in 2025, and this first one is courtesy of the amazing Seaman. And we will catch you guys on the next video.